What's up, guys? We're back out at Arrowhead Country Club today, my home course. Start of a new series. We're going to try to break 65. So we're starting on number 1, dogleg left, par 5, 475 yards. Got 5 wood in hand. Going to try to start it down the middle, turn it over, hopefully stay in the fairway. And I hit this one pretty good. Just didn't turn over quite as much as I would have liked it to, but we did manage to stay in the fairway. Didn't go through. So got 248 to the hole downhill. Got 5 wood again. Just going to try to chip it up there. Hopefully end up on the green. And I pulled it. And I end up over here left of the green. Just barely in this rough. Got a pretty straightforward little pitch shot. Just need to carry it a little bit onto the green and then let it release. So, and I did almost exactly what I wanted. Carried it just a little bit past my spot, but it releases out to about 3 feet behind the hole. Really happy with it. Just got to kick this one in, clean it up, and move on to number 2 with our birdie. And we did it. So on to number 2. Today it's playing 170. Got a little bit into the wind, so I've got 7 iron. I'm going to try to hopefully get it to penetrate all the way through this wind. Kind of start it just right of the flag and let it turn over. And I turned it over a little bit more than I was expecting. Actually carried a little bit further than I wanted it to as well. So got about 30 feet left and behind the flag, putting down this hill. It should break pretty strongly to the right of the screen. And I was pretty happy with the way I hit this putt. I just definitely overread the break and gave it just a touch too much speed. But we've got a nice easy little kick in to clean up and move on to number 3. So number 3 is a dogleg right, par 4, playing 323. Just got to hit something up to the top of the hill and go from there. So I'm going to try to start this down the tree line, let it turn back to the middle, see what happens. So I pushed it just a touch, and it was pretty sketchy going through there for a little ways. Thought it was going to catch tree limbs on multiple occasions, but managed to get it all the way through. So got 130 yards in now. The flag is on the back right section of the green, so going to try to start it there and just kind of let it fall back to the middle with an A wedge. And I started it left and really turned it over. We end up about 30 feet up above the hole, putting down this hill, kind of across the ridge. It's going to break very hard to my right. As you can see, I played a decent amount of break, and I still end up, a couple feet below the hole. Fortunately, though, from there, it's a pretty straightforward effort to clean it up. I mean, just a couple feet straight up the hill. Just kick it in and move on to number 4. So number 4 is another 320 yard par 4. Doglegs right, kind of goes up a hill. We've got a lot of trees out here to the right. I'm going to try to go up and over the trees and try to get to just a little flick wedge. So, taking driver. And I hit this one pretty good. Got it up in the air, cutting some, and I end up about 60 yards from the green. Got a little, little half wedge, and I blocked it out to the right just a touch. End up with about 18 feet over here, and it's breaking to my left. It's a touch downhill, but not very much. Just got to get it started on the right line, and hopefully it feeds in. And I got it on what I think would have been the perfect line, and just didn't hit it. So, kick in for a par and move on to number 5. which is a 490 yard par 5. It's straight away. It's got a couple of valleys and a couple of big hills that kind of defend it. So, got driver. I'm going to try to ship it down there as far as we can get it. And this one goes just down the left-hand side. Hit it pretty good. It just didn't turn over, or didn't cut as much as I wanted it to. So, got 180 yards. Gonna go with a 4-iron here because of the slope and how far uphill the green is. And I hit this one pretty good. Turned over a little bit more than I necessarily wanted, but also went way over the green. So I end up with this little pitch shot coming back, and I hit it the way I wanted to. Pretty happy with it. Rolled out a little bit more than I kind of had anticipated, but we end up with a pretty straightforward little putt coming back. So we're going to clean this up for a 4 and birdie both of the par 5s on the front. So we move on to number 6 at -2. And number 6 is a straightforward par 4, 380 yards. It's uphill the whole way. Kind of turns a touch to the left, really, just based on where the tee box is and these trees are. So, going to try to get this one turning over a little bit. And I hit it almost dead straight. Might have cut a little bit even. And got kind of lucky just to stay up over here on this right-hand side, since at the moment we've not really got any grass here. So I got about 100 yards. Gonna hit a 56, try to keep it a little bit lower, and pulled it. Ended up over here about 30 feet away. Got a real hard break to my right again. And as seems to be the theme of the day, I did not hit it hard enough, and I did not play enough break. So, tap it in, move on to number 7, which is a 130 yard par 3. Got an A-wedge in hand. This flag's kind of over on the right hand side, so we're going to try to start it there and just let it fall back. Hit a pretty good shot, about 15 feet past the flag. All in all, pretty happy with it. Just got to make this putt coming down the hill. It's breaking a touch to my left, and I once more did not play enough break. So, tap in another one, move on to number 8, which is a dogleg left par 4, playing at 408 yards. Got 3 wood here. We're going to try to take it right over the corner of those trees and hopefully have a pretty short shot in. And I did not do it. I hit a little flare out to the right. Got lucky. I hit it bad enough that it didn't go through the fairway. So I've got 190 yards in. Got a 5-iron that I'm going to try to take a little bit off of. And I hit it pretty good. Just ended up turning it over more than I wanted. Hit back onto that hill, actually, and kind of kicked to the right to end up on the green. So, got about 25 feet here. Kind of up the hill and more or less straight up a valley. Turning a little bit to my right, and I just babied another one. It's kind of the theme of the day. I just couldn't hit them hard enough for the most part. So, got number 9, 425 yards of par 4 with a lake out to the left. So, got to hit 3 wood off this tee. I'm going to try to cut it out into the corner, kind of into that little thin section of the fairway, and I hit this one really good. I was really happy with the way that I hit this and the shape. Didn't quite get it all the way into that little thin section, but got 180 yards in and got 6-iron here, and I've hit it really well. I mean, it looked like it was going straight at the flag, but ended up a little bit over. So I've got about 30 feet here, and left the first putt short, and the camera fell over. So I missed the second putt, but I tapped in, make the turn at 34. So we're back playing the same 9 again. So number 1 or number 10, 475 yards, dogleg left, 5 wood. Trying to turn this one a little bit more around the corner. I didn't. It ends up in about the same spot. Um, so, and then I just absolutely hit this one terrible. Flared it out to the right, caught a tree, kicked down into this ditch. Got like 70 yards here. And I'm pretty happy with the way that I hit this little wedge shot. It just wasn't a whole lot that I could do with it. End up about 15 feet short of the flag. Got a pretty good look at this one, all things considered, but it's a little bit down the hill and kind of breaking to my right. And I was happy with the effort I gave, just couldn't get it to go in. Got it past the hole. That was a big step for me. So number 11, par 3, 170 again. So we're going to try to take a little bit more off of this one. Almost go not quite 3/4, but pretty smooth with the 7-iron this time, even though it's still under the wind. Just try not to hit it quite as deep as we did last time. And I hit this one pretty good. Just ends up a little bit out to the right. It's a pretty straightforward putt. A little bit closer than I was last time, probably about 20 feet or so. Uphill, breaking to the left this time. It's not an easy putt. It slides a pretty decent amount. And I just hung it right on the lip. I couldn't believe it. Tap that in. Move on. Number 12, dogleg right, par 4, 320. Going to try to execute the same shot I did the last time. Maybe start it a little further left so I don't have to worry about it catching any tree limbs on the way by. But still, the goal is just to start it up the right-hand side and let it fall back to the middle. And I hit this one pretty good. Just a little bit, started a little bit further left, and it went a little bit further. End up about the same distance, really. I think it might have been 135 instead of 130. So got a wedge again. We're going to try to get it over to that right-hand side of the green this time. And we did. Actually hit it really good. Just past the flag. But didn't really leave myself much easier of a putt than the first time through. Because now I've got to go up this hill, and then it's breaking hard to my left and kind of running away from me. And it just really wasn't that good of an effort, but left myself a kick in. So still at 2 under, on to number 13, dogleg right, par 4. Still going to try to go up and over all of these trees and see how close we can get it. I kind of towed this one a little bit. It wasn't hit as well as I would have liked to, but we got it all the way around everything. Ended up about the same distance as last time, about 60 yards in. Just hitting a little half wedge. And I didn't quite get this one to the hole. Ended up about 15, 18 feet short. So it's a relatively straightforward putt, all things considered. Just kind of working a little bit to the left as it slows down, and I didn't get it high enough and just absolutely murdered it because I was tired of leaving all of these putts short. But we tap it in and move on. Back to the par 5, 490 yards, straight away. Just going to try to hit driver as hard as I can. Hope that we get it up there where we can maybe hit the green this time in 2. and I blocked this one just a little bit. It might have still landed in the fairway. I don't know for sure, but definitely didn't stay there. Rolled across this cart path, so now I've got a really hard shot. Had like 190 in, and I'm trying to just not hit any of those trees to the right and not fall over. Ended up here just left of the green, and it's a relatively straightforward pitch shot. I just didn't really hit it hard enough. Left myself about 10 feet short, but it's a pretty straightforward putt. Just falls a little bit to the right, drop it in there, get to 3 under, and on to number 15, which is a 380-yard par 4, pretty straight away again. Same idea as last time. Try to start it up the middle and get it to fall to the left. And it's another one where I just kind of send it out to the right a little bit. More or less the same shot as I had the first time. Still going to try to hit a pretty smooth 56. Much better on line this time. Just a little bit deep. So now I've got this putt going straight down this hill. Pretty ticklish, really. If it gets going too fast, it could pretty easily go off the front. So just going to try to cozy this one on down there. And I somehow managed to leave it short. Yeah, just a running theme for the day. Just could not get the ball all the way to the hole. Kick in for par and move on. Number 16, pretty straightforward little par 3 again. Just 130 yards. Flags over there to the right. I'm gonna take an A-wedge, try to start it at the flag, and just hold it there. I hit this one pretty solid. Ended up turning it over a little bit more than I wanted. Finished almost dead center of the green, about 25-30 feet. So now we're putting across and down the hill. It's breaking pretty hard to my right. And hopefully we can get this one there. Yeah, no. It's another one left short. An overplayed break as well. So another kick in par. On to 17, 408 yards. Dogleg left. Got a 3-wood. Once more, going to try to cut the corner of these trees with a little cut. Just try to send it up there as far as I can get it and stay in the fairway. And I hit this one really good. Just absolutely perfect on my line. And the result just kind of speaks for itself. We're out here. Got 130 yards in. Just going to take a smooth A-wedge to this back flag, and hopefully it gets all the way back there. It didn't quite. Ended up a little bit short, about 25 feet. This putt is sort of uphill and breaking to the left, but once it gets by the hole, it's almost downhill, running into a little bit of a valley. And lipped it out. Just a frustrating day on the greens today. Number 18, par 4, dogleg to the right, water all down the left. Got 3-wood again. I'm just going to really try to ship it into that thin section of the fairway and hopefully have a good luck at getting there in 2. Since the second shot just plays way uphill and the green sits up on a little pedestal and anything short comes straight back down. So got 6-iron again, like right at 185. Hit this one pretty solid, just a touch off the toe, and ended up just on the front of the green. Got about 30 feet from here. Kind of straight up the hill. Feels like it should turn a little bit to the right, but it actually went a little bit left. So just get a little kick in to finish for 69. Hit a lot of greens. Didn't make any putts. Birdied 3 of the 4 par 5s. I mean, it just feels like this 69 was about the worst that I could have done today. So, if you like what I do and you want to see more of my content, please like, subscribe. I've got a lot more stuff coming your way. If you really want to support me, I've got a Patreon now. The link should be in the description. So, remember, we're always getting better than we were yesterday.